do, mi, do. I'd rather have Jesus than silver or gold. I'd rather be His than have riches untold. I'd rather have Jesus than houses or land. I'd rather be led by His nail-pierced hand than to be the king of a vast domain, or be held in sensuous sway. I'd rather have Jesus than anything this world affords today. I'd rather have Jesus than man's applause. Hello everybody, welcome to another song leading video. And today we are looking at 311, I'd Rather Have Jesus. And it's written by Rhea F. Miller and composed by George B. Shear. Okay, and our hymns are taken from the Praise for the Lord hymnal, edited by John P. Wiegand. Okay, so let's look at some of the details. Okay, so we have a rather interesting key signature over here, 5 flats. Okay, but don't be intimidated by the number of flats. Okay, because for our purpose, okay, it's not really too much of a concern per se. Okay, because we're kind of working on a so-called movable do. Okay, but nevertheless, okay, this is a key of D flat, okay, D flat major. Okay, so you're starting, rather the tonic, okay, the do, okay, as indicated by the triangular shape, okay, is on the note of D flat. All right, so, okay, whether it's a pitch pipe or a tuning device, okay, you go to the D flat, okay, do, okay, and since the tenor has a mi, okay, so just cover that part, do, mi, and come back to do, mi, do, okay, before you start off the congregation. Right, now the time signature is 3/4, so again, quite familiar. So simple 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now the hymn starts on the 3rd beat. Okay, so your preparatory beat will be the 2. Okay. I'd rather have Jesus than silver or gold. Okay, just be careful of the rhythmic pattern. Okay, in fact, we will not be able to cover all the verses in this video, but just be aware, okay, that the hymn writer, okay, the composer, has chosen to use a variety of rhythmic patterns. Okay, so in fact, in the first line, there are already 3 contrasting patterns. Okay, so it starts off with I'd rather have, okay, the Amsterdam rhythm, right? Rather have, and then it goes to Jesus. Then, and then the third one, silver or gold. Okay, so 3 bars, okay, in succession, but 3 different rhythmic patterns. And so do be very careful. Okay, so one more time. 1, 2. I'd rather have Jesus than silver or gold. Okay, and then just to make things even more complicated, okay, in the second line, all right, again, it's a different thing altogether. Okay, so you have 2 repeated Amsterdam rhythms. Rather be His than have, and a straight rhythm, riches untold. All right, so just in the first page, right, okay, the first big phrase, all right, you have so many different rhythmic patterns. Okay, so do be very careful about that. Okay, I just wanted also to highlight, hey, towards the end of this big phrase, the altos, okay, you are kind of, you stand out, okay, because you have that sorry, not altos, excuse me, the tenors, okay, you stand out because you have that so far, right? So you are kind of alone there, right? So the song leaders, okay, do be more sympathetic, okay, and as I've done, okay, you might want to give a more emphasis to the entry of the tenors. So you can do this manner. I'd rather be his than have riches untold. Okay, and give them a bit of time. Okay, as you lift the two, give them just a touch of time. Riches untold. Okay, just give them that space for them to develop. But so far me, so. Okay. So one more time, we just do it without me talking. Okay, from here, the second line. The 1, 2. I'd rather be his than have riches untold. I'd rather have. Okay, and of course, make sure you pick up the tempo and pick back up the tempo. Okay, and then, so again, it goes back to the same. Okay, you have the 3 contrasting rhythmic patterns. Okay, and then just before the chorus, again, all right. This Stanfield throws us sheer, right? Throws us a curveball, so to speak. Okay, by introducing yet another rhythmic pattern. So it goes, I'd rather be led by his nail-pierced hand. Okay, now this may not be that significant, but okay, it tends to stumble when we get to the third verse. Okay, let's just fast forward to the third verse. Okay, why? Okay, because in the third verse, it reads like this: I'd rather have Jesus and let him lead. Okay, so because it's more natural to say Jesus, right, rather than Jesus. So in this case, if you were to sing according to rhythmic pattern, that's exactly what you're doing. Okay, Jesus and let him lead. So there's a tendency for song leaders to go Jesus and let him lead. Okay, to kind of like follow the previous rhythmic patterns. Okay, but no. Okay, just hold on to your horses. Right? I'd rather have Jesus and let him lead. Right? So just be careful of that, particularly in the third verse. Okay, let's go back to where we left off. Okay, to the chorus. Okay, so now, again, a change. Now we have whole swath of straight rhythms. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then the 1, 2, 3 end. Okay, interspersed. So fairly straightforward. And then to be the king of a vast domain, I'll be held in sistress way. Now, so even though the soprano line, okay, the melodic line holds on to a note, but the alto, you notice the alto and the tenors, you have a change in note. Okay, so song leaders do be sympathetic to that, okay, and give them an additional cue. Okay, so don't just hold on to the note. Sway. Okay, even if you hold on to it, you kind of like hold on to the big note and then you come in the second bar. Okay, so like this. Or be held in sistress sway. Okay, and of course you can do sway. Or use 2 hands. Sway. And then I'd rather have Jesus than anything this world affords today. Okay, and then towards the end, same thing. Okay, so now this time, well, the basses, I guess you can also hold on to the do, or some, for those who can manage the low E flat. In fact, okay, you can go ahead and do it sway. Okay, go down to the low E flat. Okay, but otherwise it's just the same note. Okay, but the altos and the tenors, you have the note change. Okay, so again, song leaders, be sympathetic to that. Okay, and lead them in. All right, and then as it goes to second verse, similar. This world affords today. I'd rather have Jesus than man's applause. Okay, and so on and so forth. All right. Okay, so this is I guess you remember. I believe it was Brother Patrick Swain that introduced Jurong to this hymn. Okay, and since then it's been led a couple of times. All right, so but do be aware of the nuances here and there. All right, so this is hymn number 311. I'd rather have Jesus. Okay, and I trust that this has been beneficial to you. All right, so I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.